Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I hope wherever you are in the world today has been treating you so well. In today's video I am going to be testing out basically the whole collection of Profusion Casper the Friendly Ghost products that they have just launched. Now technically I am going to say that these products were gifted. However, I just won a giveaway over on Instagram that like anybody could enter. They don't know that I'm making this video. They haven't asked me to make it. I haven't told them that I'm making it. However, here I am and I am making it, and also included in the giveaway it was like win the whole collection for yourself and win the whole collection for your best friend. And who is my best friend more than you? You're looking beautiful today, by the way. I love how you have done your hair. That is chef's kiss. Beautiful. If you want to win basically all of the products that I am testing today, just leave me a comment down below. Any comment at all, but include your Instagram handle because I can't contact you over YouTube. Put your Instagram handle but without the little @ sign. Leave me a comment about anything. What products have you been loving? How is the weather? How is your pet? I want to know how your pet is. My pets are great. We hoovered the living room this morning and they hated it. We like fully did the whole like moved the sofa, hoovered underneath it, you know, we did the deep clean of the living room, and yeah, they hated it, but they're in there now with my husband. They are doing great. I want to know how your pets are, and like I say, any comment down below with your Instagram handle but without the little @ sign at the start will be entered. 1 week from today I will announce a winner over on my Instagram, which is just Millie Davison, the same as is on here. And it's UK only because of some of the products that are included. But let's just get into it. I already have foundation, concealer, brows and bronzer because I don't have anything new to test there. And just to completely catch you up, I have the Lottie London Velvet Skin Tin. I know you can't get that anymore, that's why I'm trying to use it up. The Collection Ultra Cover Concealer in 4W. The brows are the Catrice Brow Artist Pencil and the e.l.f. Wow Brow, and then the bronzer is the Essence Baby Got Bronze Liquid Bronzer. So let's just get into the new Profusion bits, starting with blush, and it's a glowy blush. I am so excited. I've actually wanted to try these for a very long time. This is the shade Peach Mimosa. I'm trying to find my little snippy scissors, and I already really like the liquid blush formula from Profusion, but this is glowy. Say less. Say less. I'm there, I'm on board. So let me just give it a really good shake because I've had these for a little while. I've had these for a week or two and I haven't been able to film. So that is what the colour looks like. It looks beautiful. Also, if you can hear the rain, I have my windows open. A bit of weather ASMR for you today. Let's see what this colour looks like. Ooh. Okay. That's the shimmer. But that doesn't look chunky or glittery or anything. I'm just going to give that another little shake because it has been laying down for quite some time on my kitchen table. Like I say, we did the deep clean. So let's tap this on that colour. When that catches the light, that's really bright. Okay, so Real Techniques Expert face brush. Tap this in. Oh my gosh, the glow on that. Yeah, okay, I love that. There's one of these in the giveaway. Different shade. A few of the things are different shades that are in the giveaway. That's beautiful. Let me look really close up though. I really hope. That looks so smooth. So smooth and so glowy, and actually the pigment there, like the amount of pigment that's in that is perfect. It's not too much Because you know, if you have seen my channel before, you know I do too much. It's my staple. But I feel like I can go a little bit overboard with it, you know, and it's not going to look too much. I'll get that up off the back of my hand as well. Did I even tell you what shade this was? Peach Mimosa. I can't remember the shade that is in the giveaway, but like I say, it is different to this one. That's beautiful. I mean, if you've seen my channel before, you will know a glowy blush is my jam. My jam. But that is perfection. I love that. And actually, there's a liquid highlighter. Let me just wipe this off the back of my hand. There's a liquid highlighter, the Radiant Glow Illuminating Liquid Highlighter. This is in Rose Quartz. Do I need it though? I mean, no, but I'm gonna try it anyway for science. I love that this is like very pink. Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm gonna need that on my face as well. I love that this is very pink rather than like the regular Charlotte Tilbury dupes that are more just like your skin colour. This really is more of like a highlight blush topper sort of a vibe. Like I said, not that I feel like I need any more glow. I was really happy with that, but let's just tap that out. Oh, again, so smooth. So smooth. I hate it when people do that, but wow. Okay. I have been sleeping on that liquid highlighter, haven't I? I love a liquid highlight. Genuinely. Like, I would take a liquid highlight over a powder highlight. I just think that they look so much smoother. Generally speaking. I mean, you get some that are a bit... But that one is so smooth. So blinding. That is like blending into the skin. Seamless. Seamlessly! It's going over the top of that blush really nicely. I don't think I would necessarily use that instead of a blush. I was thinking that the pink was going to show up more. It doesn't. It is just like a really nice little wash of a slightly pinky toned highlight. Yeah, I love that. I love that a lot. I do feel like in the UK, we really sleep on Profusion. Like, I really hear nothing about Profusion products, and it's very easy to get. Like, I will leave all of these products linked down below, but like the website is very... It's not like you have to pay for shipping from America or anything like that. I think that as far as like the smaller online only brands go, Profusion's right up there. I've bought from them many times. It's very convenient. So let's start with some of the Casper things. So this is the Casper the Friendly Ghost Blissed Out Illuminating Setting Spray. Do I feel like I need any more illumination on my skin? Absolutely not. But always happy to have more. I'm interested to see if this has a scent, because if it does, I'm not sure. But that is what the liquid looks like. Let's see, let me just... Very lightly scented, but nothing that's making me sneeze yet. So let me get my hair out the way. I've got cat hair or something tickling my nose. So let's see. How do I feel about this spray? Oh, that is a bit of an aggressive spray. I could have done to hold that a little further away. I'm a bit wet, 1 minute. Okay, so just while this is drying down, it says light reflecting particles for a radiant finish, hydrating and long wear formula infused with hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, vegan, paraben and cruelty free, alcohol free. That's really great to know because a lot of setting sprays have alcohol in them, and that is by its very nature very drying on the skin, which if you're using it every day, that can be very drying on your skin. But it doesn't look glittery. I can't see any glitters. I'm not noticing anything detrimental, which is what you want with a setting spray. Okay, yeah, I really like that. I really like that a lot. It doesn't look glittery. I was worried about that. It doesn't smell of anything drastic. If you are incredibly sensitive to fragrance, it does smell a little bit sort of cucumbery, I think. I can't really tell. That's like how faint the scent is, but I really like that spray. I feel like that has added to the glow that is already glowing off my skin. So I've got a lip product. Let's get into that one now. This is the Dreamy Lip Plump Nourishing High Shine Lip Plump, and this is in the shade Cozy Nude. They have a few different shades of these. They sent me them, and this is the one that I decided to go for because the eyeshadow palette that we are using is very colourful, so I wanted to do something more nude on the lip. But let's see how this goes. It's one of those like clicky up, I do believe. Let's see, how do we do this? Instructions please. Ah, there we go. Right, you twist the bottom and it clicks up, but then you can't click it back down again, so I'm not going to go too crazy clicking that up. Okay, that feels lovely. Not a lot of colour, but I like that. That feels really nice and hydrating. Beautiful and hydrating, and looks really nice and glossy, but doesn't feel too thick. Is this meant to plump? Give me a minute and I will tell you if this is plumping. It feels a tiny, like the barely nothing, tiny little bit cold. But give me a minute and I will report back. So that's the amount of colour that you get off it. Like, it's a little wash of a little bit of colour, but ultimately it's just a clear balm. I may want to go in with a lip liner in a little while. Yeah, so that's been sat for a couple of minutes now. It just feels a tiny little bit cold. Like you've drunk a cold drink and the ice momentarily touched you. Doesn't really feel like anything at all. So let's get into the eyeshadow palette because, oh, I'm making a mess. This is what it looks like in all of its like outer packaging and everything. I love this colour story. I'm actually very excited to try it. I really like Profusion's eyeshadow formula that comes in their smaller palettes, the little 5-pan palettes. I think that formula is lovely. All of the larger eyeshadow palettes that I've tried, I'm not incredibly impressed with the formula, so fingers crossed that this is good. I will say I never got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collection or eyeshadow palette that they brought out last year, but I remember hearing that people really liked the formula in that, so I'm hopeful that this is that good formula and not the regular formula that's in the normal larger palettes. But like I said, the little 5-pan palettes, I've got all of them. They're incredible. So this is I'm scared to break a nail. Let me just use scissors, because if I break a nail, I will cry. So this is what the inside looks like. I don't love that the names are on like a plastic sheet, because I'm gonna throw this away and then I'm not gonna know what the names are. But let's go ahead and actually, can we stick that up there? How about that for an idea? Ah, there we go. Clever. Did you see the little brainwaves that I had there in real time? So this is what the inside looks like. I'm very interested in this shade. I will swatch a few, but I'm not going to swatch all of them because I will be here all day. But let's go ahead and swatch some of them. So let's do that one, which is Hey Hot Stuff. Oh, okay. I see. Let me show you. That red bit at the bottom, gone. Overspray. As soon as I dip into that and like get into the corners, that will be gone. I mean, it looks very, very pretty. But I thought that that was going to be more of like a marbled shade. I don't know what shades I'm going to use today, so I will just swatch a few. Hey Hot Stuff. Pretty. I'm very interested in the one next to it. Since 1957, which is the bright yellow. Okay. That looks more green on my hand. But very, very pretty. Let's do a couple more shimmers. Let's do the lightest one, which honestly, yes, I probably will use as an inner corner highlight. This is I Got Ghosted. Ooh, that feels like bouncy. That's giving nothing. Okay then, let's do the bright pink shimmer. Ooh, okay, so this is Caliente. Look at that on my finger. That looks really pretty actually. It looks like similar colour to my nails. Okay. I don't even like pink, but that looks real pretty. I am more drawn to the warmer side, but also the purples look really, really nice. Let's do a few mattes. Let's do Too Cute to Care. I certainly am. Let's do the Original Ghoster. These names. Ah, these names. Okay, so Too Cute to Care. And the Original Ghoster. Okay. Pretty. Let's just do a few more, because honestly at this point I may as well just swatch the whole thing. Let's do Find Your Inner Peace, which is the orange. And let's do the light purple, which is Blissed Out. Oh, okay. That light purple looks real nice. Okay, so we've got a selection of some of the different shades there. I am impressed by that purple, you know. Very close to my skin tone, so not showing up a great deal, but let me go ahead and put some eyeshadow primer on, zoom you in, and we can do a look. Okay, so the eyeshadow primer of choice today is the e.l.f. Lock It Down. I have actually been quite enjoying this one. I think I hated on it the first time I used it, but I think it's growing on me. I'm still making up my mind, and I reserve the right to change my mind at any given point, but I'm going to start with quite a small fluffy brush, but still like I'm going to cover quite a large surface area, and I'm going to go into one of the ones that I just swatched, the Original Ghoster, this one, into my crease. I don't know, don't ask me what my plan is, because I do not know, but I mean, we've got options. We have so many options. We can do something warm, we can do something cool, we can do something pastel or something quite dark. See where the day takes me. I have no plans, so I'm going to build this right up in the crease. I'm probably going to go for something quite warm. I mean, I wore red because, like, the packaging, this is the most red dress that I have. The packaging, and, like, he is red. He is the devil in this collab. So I thought, let's fit the theme. Let's wear red. I don't know if this is meant to be a Halloween collection. Did it launch in America for Halloween last year and we're only just getting it? I'm not sure. But we've got it now. I've got my hands on it and we're gonna try it. Let's see how I feel. Okay, so I feel like for a shade that is like very, very close to my skin tone, I do feel like that's showing up really nicely. Like I feel like you can see that quite well. Like say for a shade that is light. So let's go in with something a little bit smaller, and I'm going to go into the orange that I swatched, which was Find Your Inner Peace. This one, going to go in with that one, more in the crease and a little bit further out. Again, that is showing up real nice. These are more like, they're not like punchy neons. They're a little bit more sort of muted. But they're packing on really nicely. Blending out really nicely as well. I would say, just from the first two shades here, this isn't the same formula that's in like the other larger palettes that I've tried. Just on first impression, I like how this is looking so far. I like the pigmentation that we're getting from these shades. So that orange is built up and laid down really, really nicely. Now I'm just going to go into turn up the heat just with the same brush, which is this dark sort of burgundy shade down at the bottom here. And I'm going to build that up on the lid, on the outer corner. I like that one too. Because we've already done all of our base and everything, I will just run that burgundy shade along the lower lash line. Okay, so we're going dramatic today apparently. That's fine. Like I say, I didn't know what I was planning. Apparently a dark burgundy and orange smoky eye. That's fine. Okay, so I've just tapped that burgundy shade like across the lid a little bit to blend it out, and I did add a little bit more of that orange like above it again to blend it out. And I'm going to go in with a brush that is already stained yellow, but I'm going to go into the yellow shades, but I promise I did just wipe it off on a little microfiber towel. So I'm going to go into that yellow that I swatched, which was Since 1957, this one, and let's pick that up on the side of the brush. I don't want fallout. And I'm going to pack this sort of in the crease, right on the inner part of the eye. So I've actually brought that down and built that up quite a bit on the inner corner. This is looking like really nice and like hot and fiery. I have not dipped into that whole other half of the palette. I did also put a little bit under the brow, which I'm not sure if I like, but it can be there for now. Now, what do I want to do? I feel like part of me just wants to put a light shimmer. Probably that first one, honestly, that Hey Hot stuff. But also I'm wondering how like one of the more blue tones would look. So we've got the shade Boo. That doesn't really look like, oh, I mean, it's nice. A little like dispersed wash of something. The shimmer that I'm most interested in is that Hey Hot stuff. Let's just use that one. I will use my finger and I will tap that one on my ring finger there. I'll tap that across that bare part of the lid. That shimmer that shimmer. Do be doing it for me. Yes. That is nice. Okay. That is really nice. That shimmer feels quite different to the other shimmers in the palette. I'm just going to go back over with a bit more of that burgundy shade on the outer corner. I feel like I don't want to lose that depth. I don't think I want to do a wing. Again, I reserve the right to change my mind. But I don't want to lose that depth on the outer corner. And just tapping over with a bit more of that will help it blend. And actually, I feel like that is quite... would I say that that's cool toned? No, maybe not. It's more just like neutral. It's obviously not as warm as like the orange and the yellow. But I really like how that's turned out. Okay, I'm just going to go in with a bit more of that orange just to blend over everything a little bit. Instead of doing a liquid liner wing, I think I'm just going to use one of the darker shades in the palette. So let's go in with Scorching Hot, which is this one here. Really, really deep. Sort of like a plummy shade. Really, really nice shade. And I'm going to do a little smudgy eyeshadow wing. Just a little something like that. And then we've got a new mascara. I don't have great experiences with Profusion mascaras, so let's see how I feel about this one. I would love to hear actually if you have tried a Profusion mascara, which ones you've tried and if you liked it or not, because I can't remember the name of the one that I've tried. It's not this one, but I would love to know if you've tried one, what you think of it. So just deepening up the lash line a little bit with that darker shade. Happy with that. First impressions, I'm quite impressed with this palette, you know? I really like the look that I've come up with, but also these warm tones were always going to be up my street. So the mascara, like I say, the Dream Big Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. The before and after on this picture. Can we do a before and after without false lashes on? Because look at that. Look at that eye. That has got so many false lashes on it. I don't know how they can't say that that has got lashes on. Like, legally. So let's get into this. Like I said, this isn't the one that I've tried before because I don't recognise it, but the ones that I've tried previously have been disastrous. So keep your fingers crossed for me. And let's see how this goes. So this is what the actual tube looks like. It's heavy. This is a really heavy tube. Oh, and actually, it's the kind of wand that I usually really enjoy. I need to move this because I keep knocking over the same thing. So let's see how we go with this. Okay, so this is like a healthy 2 layers, like not a 1.5 to 2. This is like 2 layers. I think that this looks great. I will also say I got some up above near my eyebrow. Of course I did because I'm a messy gal. It didn't clean off very easily, which I think that this is going to be quite long lasting. It doesn't feel very wet. It doesn't feel like it's going to transfer. It feels like it's going to be very long lasting. Of course, I will come back and report back as to whether it is. I will leave a comment down below. I will leave it in the description box. I will report back at the end of the month. I think that mascara looks great. It looks very lengthening, not incredibly thickening, but definitely like it's holding a curl really, really nicely. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with everything that I have tried. I'm shocked. I didn't think I would like the mascara. I thought I was going to be disappointed in, I mean, I am disappointed in some of the shades of the eyeshadow palette, but like the ones that I've tried, I am thrilled with how this looks. I did not think I would like that setting spray. The lip product is a little bit wishy-washy, a little bit of nothing, but like it feels nice. It just doesn't have a lot of colour to it, which is fine, because not everything has to be the most pigmented, Millie. Some things can just be a comfortable lip balm, okay? I'm really impressed. Genuinely really, really impressed. Okay, if this mascara doesn't smudge, this could become a new favourite. Okay, so because the lip product, the PROFUSION one, the Dreamy Lip Plump, because that didn't really give me a lot of colour, I have just gone in with a little bit of the Essence 8 Hour Comfort Lip Liner in, oh, who's to say, it's completely rubbed off. I think it's Rosy Nude. It's either Rosy Nude or Cushion Talk. They're very similar. So that is everything. I did also get this, which I actually thought was a primer, but it's not. This is the Are You Hot Like Me Moisturising Face and Body Highlight Balm. Let's just try this out on my other hand. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear at you then. Yeah, let's try this out on my other hand to see what it's like, because again, I'm interested, and it's part of the CASPER thing. You have one of these in the giveaway if you want to win it. Let's see, because it's bright red and like I don't want that on my face, but that might be nice on the body. So that's what it looks like. And let's see, I'm doing this like with the wrong hand. Okay, I was scared it was going to show up red is the issue. That just feels, I maybe wouldn't use that on my face. I could potentially have used that as a primer. Let's see. I absolutely could have used that as a primer. I didn't even, I should have tested it before I did. Like, that's very subtle. I would not mind that being all over my body. That doesn't feel sticky. It just feels nice and hydrating and sort of glided over the skin. Yeah, I quite like that. I will try that under foundations and stuff soon. But that is everything. You can basically win this full face, apart from like obviously the like the base products, but you can basically win all of this. I hope you have entered. But that is everything. I would love to hear what you think down below. I'd love to hear what you think of the look. If you already have these products, I want to hear what you think of them. If you want to enter the giveaway, leave your Instagram handle, but without the little @ sign, or YouTube flags it as spam and it doesn't show it to me. But that is everything. I'm thrilled. I'm surprised, but I'm thrilled. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, but until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.